And I wouldn't say Snow Canyon's a high-flying team. They're a physical team, but not an athletic team.
Right.
And that means boxing out. That means doing all the little things, going after the loose ball. You know, a lot of coaches talk about boxing out, and every one of them will say, yeah, once you got your guy boxed, then you got to go get the ball. You can't just box him and watch the ball. And I remember Coach Turley telling me one time, he's like, you know, my guys boxed out great. And then they watched as players went around them and went and got the ball. He says, we can't do that. We've got to box out and go get the ball. And I think that's big for Snow Canyon today. Cole Warner has got to box and then go get the ball. Joey Robertson has got to box and then go get the ball. And then they need help from the guards. You know, Garasoli and McKay Meacham have got to go help with the rebounding as well.
Yeah, you know, and I think, and you've watched them enough. I've watched Snow Canyon play a couple of times this year, and it seems like they always have one guy step up and play really well. Unfortunately, it takes more than that one guy. I think they've got the guns. I think they've got some good kids. They've got some talent, but they haven't all been on the, so to speak, same page as they play each night. I mean, we watched for poor McKay Meacham that last game we did. He couldn't throw it in the ocean. I mean, he's a great shooter. He's a good kid, strong player, but that was not his night. Now, while at the same time, I thought Cole Warner had one of his better games in a long time.
Yeah.
But they need both of those guys, plus you need Joey Robertson, as you said, everybody.
Yeah, all hands on deck for Snow Canyon at this point. You know, to borrow a phrase from Dan Fouts, NFL commentator, there ain't no tomorrow for Snow Canyon. They really, I mean, you've got to let it all hang out today, and you've got to give it everything they got. And I'm not accusing of Snow Canyon of not having effort. The effort has been there, but their execution needs to be a little better.
Now that's a good segue into my next little segment here, because effort was the word as I talked with Coach Wade Turley of the Desert Hills Thunder. I asked him in preparation for this game, how do you feel, you know, and he goes, I'm going to say it, Mike. He said, we have worked on effort. He said, we didn't have it in that big blowout loss up at Canyon View. He said, they beat us fair and square. They took us off the court. He said, that's what we've worked on. That's what we've talked about. And he said, I feel really good. I feel like our kids have that in mind. They've learned that. He said, I think we're going to see some great effort. And, of course, then he comes and grins and says, and I hope we make a few buckets, too. But, you know, that's what they need. And so I think a key from the coach and the coach's comments here, Coach Turley says, we need good effort across the team here tonight.
Our coach's comments brought to you by Camping World of St. George. Check them out online at campingworldstgeorge.com. And you can check them out also 1500 South Hilton Drive in St. George. They have pretty much every kind of RV that you can imagine, plus sales, parts, and service at Camping World. We appreciate them a lot.
Well, they got some super prices. They got a big blowout sale going on, too, to start the year off. So, well, the end of the year on a big one, too. Good folks to have around. We certainly appreciate them. Once again, thanks for being with us across the region tonight. Of course, you have 3 games, and all 3 will be on one of our Cherry Creek media stations. We have another one out in Hurricane tonight where the Tigers are hosting the Flyers, and that could go a long way.
2 weeks ago, I'd have said, well, that should be a Dixie win. Now I kind of feel like that should be a Hurricane win, or at least a very close game, and should be interesting. We're going to see some changes tonight. Canyon View, Pineview, you know, that other game that you hadn't mentioned yet, that's a big one. Because
number
all
one,
of a sudden,
number 2.
Yeah, Canyon View's right there in second place now, and Pineview's still unbeaten in region play. Wouldn't shock me at all if Canyon View went to Pineview and got a win. Wouldn't shock me at all if Pineview won by 20. Who knows?
Absolutely. We keep saying that a lot this year, don't we?
Yeah.
Who knows, Beth? Because we don't know right now, and there's still a lot going on. So that's the 3 games, and throughout the night we'll keep you up to date. And, of course, we have a couple more games on the air coming up on Friday night as well. So we invite you to keep it here on 97.7 ESPN, our sister station, 890 KDXU, 94.9. And we'll keep you up to date. Keep following these teams right through the season and, of course, right on into the state playoffs, which, by the way, I'm kind of excited because it's just up the road 45 miles. That's
nice.
Doesn't happen very often.
Except it does snow sometimes that time of year in Cedar City. But
I know, but the odds of snowing there and having to go a long way are a lot worse when you have to go to, like, what did we go, was it 2 years ago to Logan?
That was
crying out loud.
That was insane.
That's unfair.
Let's pick the coldest place in the state of Utah and have the tournament there. Whose idea was that, for crying out loud?
All right, we have 1 minute. Let's take a final 1 minute break. We'll be back That's right. We do have the
we got our national anthem coming up. I thought maybe we ought to hang on a little bit longer, Mike. But we do appreciate, again, our pregame sponsors, Roy's Pizza and Pasta, our tools to the game brought to you by Buck's Ace Hardware, and our Camping World coaches' comments. I know Coach Turley, one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet. I love him. He's a great coach, and he's a great guy. Believe it or not, I don't know if people remember this. He was a head football coach at Pineview about that's got to be 15 years ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was talking with him.
Hosner's been on for 16, so it's been 20 years maybe.
It's been a long time. He told me tonight, because we were chatting, and I kind of mentioned the fact that I'm, sailing off into the sunset soon, and he says, he congratulated me, and he goes, Mike, he said, I'm just now into my 27th year of coaching and teaching. That's more than I expected. I mean, he looks like such a young guy. He's aged very well.
You know what? He's got the Dick Clark thing going, though. He does not look like he's aged in 15, 20 years. He really doesn't.
I know. It's embarrassing to go up to him because, I look older. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah, me
How
too.
come you can't do that?
Well, I asked him, I said, come on, Wade, you're coloring your hair, aren't you? He said, no. He says, I've never once colored my hair. It's just stayed brown.
All right. And Meacham, of course, in his first year down here in St. George. And
I promise he's not coloring his hair.
No.
He doesn't have any.
He doesn't have any. All right, let's take a 90-second break. Our national anthem coming up. We'll be back with the starting lineups and more from Desert Hills High back in 90.
Man, where's Carrick? The show's about to start.
Carrick Segmiller approaches his ball after a beautiful approach shot. This ball landed about 12, 13 feet away as he lines up the putt. He'll have this one for birdie.
Hey, have any of you guys seen Carrick?
I think he went that way.
Segmiller eyes his ball as he lines it up. Again, this putt for birdie will win the tournament. He steps to his ball. The putt's on its way. It's got the right speed. It's in! Carrick Segmiller for birdie to win the tournament as the crowd goes wild. He is celebrating. He is ecstatic.
Yeah. Oh, Carrick, we got shooter in like 5 minutes. Let's go.
Come on, man. I'm just playing some golf. Let's go.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience, mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Hi, welcome once again. Glad to have you with us here tonight in the Dome at Desert Hills High School. It's Desert Hills and Snow Canyon. We welcome along our TV audience as well. TV and radio here tonight.
Can I interrupt for just a second? Now, Mike McGarry's been in the radio business for 40-something years. And if you ever need something timed out perfectly, like, say, the amount of time to take for the national anthem or something like that, never underestimate the power of experience, because Mike went to commercial break. I'm thinking he's going too early. We're going to come back on the national anthem. As soon as she hit the last note, boom, we were back on. McGarry's a legend. He's amazing. Amazing.
And not only that, sometimes you just have to be dang lucky. You know what I'm saying here?
I don't know. That's pretty good, Mike.
Anyway, good stuff here. Hey, welcome. Once again, let's take a quick look once again at our Sky Mountain starting lineup tonight. First of all, for Snow Canyon, Chance Barney, number 1, 2.5 points a game, will be starting along with Cole Warner. Cole, just under 10 points a game.
A real quick thought about Barney, Mike.
Yeah.
Coach from Hurricane, Coach Langston, told me, he said, we're going to leave him open because he only scores a point or two a game. And he had, 14 or 15 the other night against the Tigers?
Well, so much for that plan,
yeah.
Huh?
I'd cover him.
I would, too. Boone Dalton is getting the start tonight, Andy, I noticed there. And so that'll be kind of interesting. Don't know all the reasonings behind that, but he's in there. I know I left Jacob, I think Dunkley started, and McKay Meacham.
So no Joey.
Yeah, I didn't see him as a starter there. Introducing, going on. Of course, I'm sitting here with a flashlight. in my hand. I'm starting to remember now. You got to take some light because they shut off just about everything.
Again, it's that experience right there with the legendary Mike McGarry.
Oh, man, you're so good, Andy. All right, starting tonight it will be number 2, Peyton Holmes, 4.5 points a ball game. Trevin Lindstrom, who I think has really added so much to what goes on here at Desert Hills. Trevin with 11 points a ball game. Joining them will be Carson Thornton, 10.5 a game. Spencer Jolly starting tonight. Now, who did I miss?
I don't know. Chase is out there. He said he was sick. At least he is on the court, so that's good.
That is good, yeah.
Spencer Jolly,
Mason.
Carson Thornton, Trevin Lindstrom.
Yep. Thornton, Jolly, Lindstrom, Chase, and Holmes.
Yeah, Parker Holmes.
There we go. All right, getting ready to go as they step to the center circle.
And by the way, Joey is in uniform. I guess they're just planning on bringing him off the bench, Mike.
We'll see. We'll see.
Sitting there kind of by the coach.
All right, officials step in, and the jump coming up. The tip is controlled by Desert Hills in the backcourt. Back to get it is Holmes. Into the forecourt, we're underway. Into the high post, turn kick out. Right off the bat, a deep 3 coming up. Thank you very much, Thornton.
Yeah, he's a guy that, you kind of feel like you have to control because he's a shooter, and he got a good look, a really clean look on the opening bucket.
He did. Out high with the ball, Barney. Barney looks at midway the corner right side. Round a high screen, out to Warner. Warner to Meacham. Meacham backs it out and tries to reset. Says, Boom, come here. I need a little block. Now he turns and kicks it out to Boom. Cross. There you go. No real penetration so far inside that 3 line. Pretty good job by Desert Hills.
Straight man-to-man 2 now for the Thunder D.
And Meacham from deep. 3 off the mark. No good. Rebound hauled down by Holmes.
Yeah, he got way up there. And another open 3.
And crossed and off. No good. Battle for the rebound. Good job that time by Barney to take it away. Off and running. 3 on 2. And a bad pass right to the feet of Warner, and they turn it over.
Yeah, low and behind him. You got to get that thing up around the waist so he can at least handle it.
Little hesitation dribble, and now we've got an offensive foul. Charged on that one. It's going to be charged to Lindstrom.
And Holmes, right after the pass was made and the whistle blew, he hit a deep 3.
So that one that doesn't count?
Wipe it off the board.
Yeah, we have a 3-0 lead so far, Desert Hills. Meacham out high near the half-court line. Give it up on the angle to Barney. Barney around the screen. Drives in the lane. In trouble. Has to turn, kick it out to Meacham. Baseline collision, offensive foul. He knew it.
Yeah, that's one of those you got to get rid of a little earlier and avoid the heavy collision. Sometimes the refs will let it go if you pass it off early enough, but that time he, in his whole motion going forward, just ran the defender over. I think it was Jolly that took the hit.
Yep, you're right. All right, so still 3-0. We've played just under 2 minutes here in the first quarter as they give it up on the angle right side to Chase. Chase drives, goes in, high off the glass, no, and a blocking foul. Going to go to Boom Dalton.
Good penetration. Nobody cut the ball off, and there wasn't much help coming either, so he just rose and shot it with the left hand off the glass. Had just a little too much mustard on that one, or it could have been a 3-point play.
He'll step to the free throw line. First free throws of the night coming up. First one on the way. Right-hander up and in. Chase with his first points of the night. 4-0 lead now to Desert Hills.
When I said he shot with the left hand, he actually shot from the left side with the right hand.
With the right hand. Yeah. Second shot up and in. Pretty good rotation on the ball. Chase with 2, and it's a 5-0 lead. Full court pressure now coming from Desert Hills. Warriors break it down pretty easily into the forecourt, into Dalton in the corner. They'll bring it back out. Gets it up to Barney. Way outside once again as they reset the offense. Meacham says, come on, guys. Warner drives to the baseline. They cut him off. Baseline pass. Kick out. Wide open. Looking down the barrel. Shot off the back of the rim. No good by Barney.
Good offensive board, though, Mike.
Wow. Went back up. And they got tangled. Official says, play on, boys. So at the other end, a quick 3 up and good. And that is Trevin Lindstrom with a triple. and it's a quick 8-0 lead. And you see here on the replay, well, he got down, Devin, Andy, he got set, and he just nailed it.
Well, Boom Dalton made a mistake on the defense that time. You know, fast break, you want to protect the rim, but you got to realize who's coming on it. And when he saw Lindstrom on the right wing, Mike, he backed up like, I got to protect the rim, and then he realized too late.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, this is a shooter. When he came out, the ball was already gone. It's too late, 3 points down, and already 8-zip start for the Thunder.
A 3 to Lindstrom, a 3 to Thornton, and Mason Chase with 2. So they're going long ball quick in this one. And again, I mentioned Coach Turley said one thing I'm sure we're going to get out of my kids, and that is effort. And so far, they're holding true to what the coach talked about this week.
Thanks so much to Rocky Mountain Collision. They take the dent out of accidents. Great sponsor of high school sports here on ESPN Radio.
And a quick hand check call in the backcourt as Lindstrom. You know, I think that's his second foul.
We talked about in pregame, Mike, about the inconsistency that Desert Hills has had the last few weeks. And one thing I will say, the one guy that hasn't been inconsistent is Trevin Lindstrom.
Yeah.
He is the one constant on this team. Now, if the other guys can step up and get it done, you know, Thornton's been really good, and then every once in a while, not very good.
Yep, step in 15 feet away, kick out deep, triple off the mark, no good by Meacham, and we got a foul on the rebound. It's going to go against Cole Warner, his first third-team foul on Snow Canyon.
And you can see Coach Turley clearly has specified that everyone go to the board on the defensive glass. And Mason Chase, watch him in there getting that rebound. That's your point guard right there, going in hard to get the rebound and, of course, getting fouled.
Well, it only took 3 minutes on the bench, so Joey Robertson checks in. Boone Dalton sits down for the Warriors.
You never know what the coach is thinking. That's a change of pace thing
There's
or what?
A 3. Good! Whoa, from deep. That's the second triple by Carson Thornton.
I didn't think he had his feet set, Mike. It looked like a bad shot, and then it swishes through.
It just kept carrying, didn't it? Fake out of the corner, drive in the lane, kick up to Robertson.
Take it, Joey.
Nice fake, Robertson, roll around, put it up around the rim, and down it goes.
Yeah, he's got to do that. They need that from him, and they need it all 28 minutes that are left.
11-2, and now another turnover as the inside pass. They were looking low for Chase. Pass went low. Into the game now comes Munson. And sitting down is Spencer Jolly.
Munson gives up 2-3 inches to Robertson, but he makes up for it in athleticism. He is a leaper.
He is indeed. Looking for him. Swing it across court to Joseph Ahi, who's also in the game. Robertson tried to go back to Ahi. High and outside on that pitch, and it was off the arm and out of bounds.
He never faced up, Joey, that time. He just stood with his back to the basket at the free throw line. If he faces up, that makes the defense be a little more honest, and it gives him better vision to throw that pass.
Pass right wing to Alex Sampson, who's also in the game now. And we have a, what was the call?
Kick the ball. They're trying to get it inside to Munson, and the defender kicked it.
Oh, we're midway through quarter number 1. It's a 9-point lead for Desert Hills. They're up 11-2, and they've got the ball. Round a high screen floater in the lane. Short off the rim, no good. Rebound, Barney of the Warriors. Cross court gives it to Warner. Cole all the way to the hole, put it up. No good. Comes off the rim, and we go the other way. Looked like for a moment Chase was going to the hole, but he turns, kicks it out. The 3-point off the mark with a tip out to Holmes. In the lane. Nice underside step. Scoop it up and in.
Nice job by the little point guard. Saw the big guy. He left him for just a second and said, oh, you're going to leave me? All right.
Meacham goes the other way. Down low to Robertson, and the ball just came out of his hands. He's turning and saying, hey, they knocked it out of my hands. Getting no love from the officials. And now into the game comes Trey Rockhill. Or as Andy says, Rockhill.
There you go.
There we go.
I was going to, you got it.
I want to get corrected before you corrected me. 13-2 in favor of Desert Hills. Pass goes in, knocked away, taken now by Meacham. Meacham into the forecourt. All over him is Sampson. Gets away. Baseline kick out. The big guy triple too hard, but it bounced up and in. Nice job by Robertson. He has all 5 of his team's
You
points.
say nice job. I say that was ugly. Come on. A weird spin, and it hit the back of the rim and somehow spun in.
You know, it counts. That's why I said nice job.
Yeah, all right.
It was an ugly shot. There's no doubt. In fact, I was ready to say it bounces way out, but it caught just enough in that heel of the basket that it didn't come all the way off. It just rolled out and in.
It was funky is what it was.
Funky. 11-5 to lead Desert Hills. Sampson with the ball, angle left. Nice feedback. Munson. Wow, one inside kick out. 3 ball off the mark. No good. Beautiful catch. Put back Peyton Holmes.
I'll tell you what, the best player on the floor so far in this first 5.5 minutes has been Peyton Holmes. He's been everywhere. Rebounding, offense, defense, putbacks, moves to the hole. I love it.
Yeah, Meacham across the top of the key. Kick it on the angle right to Warner. Warner drives inside. Tried to wrap the pass down low to Robertson. And that's where I thought he had a decent shot, but he tried to pass for what he thought might have been a better shot. Missed it, goes out of bounds.
You know what? We give Robertson a hard time for not being aggressive, but they have not passed the ball well to him early in this game.
I agree. All right, timeout on the floor. We'll take it. 2:20 to go on the one-loss scoreboard. 15-5 Desert Hills. We're back in a minute.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. First quarter, and a double-digit lead already for Desert Hills, and they've got the basketball.
Yeah, Slocan doesn't need to panic yet. It's early. We're only 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes into this game. Just got to play better defense and quit turning the ball over.
Yeah, well, there's a turnover as they try to go into the high post, taken away by the Warriors. And a lot of new guys in there for both teams. And Jace Mortensen in the game. Haven't seen him much. Nice move by the big guy. Boy, he broke loose, and they got the pass to Robertson. He laid it up and in.
Yeah, defender Munson fell asleep and actually tried to help out on the ball, and that left the big guy wide open.
Out high was Braden Sampson, who's in the game. Sampson has it, steps in, kicks back out, looking down the barrel. 3 ball, too hard off the heel of the bucket, and a rebound taken down by Meacham. Meacham, nice little crossover step, baseline, 3 out of the corner, too hard off the rim, no good. Rebound hauled in by Keegan Munson. And here come the Thunder with a minute 10 or 15 to go here in the first quarter. Inside, kick out. Ball was touched, but controlled by Desert Hills. Angle near side to Sampson. They go underneath. The ball is out of the, knocked away by Munson out of bounds. It'll belong to the Warriors.
Keegan lucky he didn't get an over the back foul on that one because he was definitely over the back, got the tip out, but it is Snow Canyon basketball. Starting to settle in now. In fact, the Warriors now go big. They bring Boom Dalton in to play alongside Robertson.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of change. Back and forth they go as McKay Meacham sits down for a breather.
Snow Canyon playing off of a game Friday. Desert Hills, they had a bye Friday.
Now a bad pass stolen away by the Thunder. In the corner it goes. Kick back out. Half drive. Hangs. Scoop with the left hand. Couple of bounces. And down it goes. Carson Thornton now with 7 or 8 points.
I think he saw the big guy and like, I better just try a little one-handed hook thingy. And it worked.
And Mason Chase picks up the personal. A little too aggressive on the defense. 3rd team foul, his first. More substitution. Both coaches are going freely to the benches tonight, Andy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fresh legs or just trying to get a good combination.
I know that flu and bad colds have been going through
Yep.
all the teams in the region, so maybe that's a factor.
Could be. flip out, give it back now to Warner. Warner goes underneath the big Dalton. Dalton kick out Warner, deep three on the way, buries it.
They needed that. You know, he's been bothered by that sore thumb on his left shooting hand, but that time it was a pure stroke.
Lead down to 7 now as Snow Canyon try to climb back in this one. 15 seconds to go. They have one final shot coming up. As way outside is Mason Chase. Burst to the right side. Good defense. Pushing back. Ball is knocked away. Not even going to get a shot off. They do at the buzzer. And yes, counted at the buzzer.
He's got the flu. He says, you know what? I'm going to take a little NyQuil, a little Dayquil, something, and hit a big three.
He drops it in. That gets it back to a double-digit lead at the end of one. 20-10. Desert Hills with a lead. We're back with quarter two in a minute.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Quarter number two just getting underway. It's a 10-point lead right now for Desert Hills. Warriors, though, with the ball. They come back out high to Barney. Barney cross-court pass. Step back, 16-footer down a barrel. Couple of bounces down it goes. First bucket of the night for Dunkley.
Yeah, nice look. The defense backed off. They're basically bracketing Robertson every time he touches it. So he had a wide-open jumper.
Judkins in the game now. And he lines up a triple. Thank you. That went down. Justin Judkins.
And yes, that is Dixie State basketball head coach's son.
Yep. Ball is loose on the floor. Boom comes up with it. He kicks it out. Started in the drive, gets bumped, and another foul. And that's number 2 on Mason Chase. And that's the 4th team foul. 2 on Lindstrom, 2 now on Chase.
A lot has been made of this Desert Hills sophomore class. They had an amazing team last year, included Sean Bradley's son, who has moved away now, moved out of the country actually, but they still got Judkins' son and of course the Keegan Munson kid and all kinds of really good players on this young team.
Barney with the ball, kicks it up top, round the horn they go. Another three, and it's up and good as Dunkley with back-to-back buckets.
And that's the 6th 3 of the game already, Mike, between these two teams.
Wow, each with let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually 7.
7.
Yeah, because it's Judkins. I didn't even count his yet.
Give the kid credit here. 23-15. The lead is 8. Ball was nearly lost. Inside now it's lost to the floor. Boone Dalton's down there, and we got a timeout, I think. No, we got a foul. Foul whistle. Right behind the official over there. I think Coach Meacham was screaming for a timeout. Then when he called the foul, he walked away. No, good
Never
call.
mind.
Good call. All right.
Like Rosanna Dana. Never mind. Remember that?
Carson Thornton with his first. And that's the 5th team foul on Desert Hills. Into the forecourt goes Barney. Dump it in the corner. Deep out of the corner. No good. Ball is tipped up. Running down is Chance Barney. Barney looks for help. In the corner to Dunkley. Back to Dalton. Dalton on the base, 8 feet away, kicks it out. Down the lane, and we got an offensive foul on Chance Barney.
I'll tell you what, Spencer Jolly's probably the best taker of charges in the region, and seems like when he's on the floor, you better watch out because he's going to stop in front of you and you're going to run him over.
Yep,
see right there on the replay.
Yeah, they were trying the old Euro step there, but Barney a little too aggressive on the run down the middle. 23-15, 8-point lead with 6:10 to go here in the second quarter of action. Thunder with the ball and the lead all the way around to the baseline, out of the corner. Ball tipped up, no. Saved. And now a 16-footer down the barrel is rimming out of there, no good. Crashing to the floor, 3 or 4 bodies. Apparently, they move on. Reggie Newby's in the game. Now we have an attempt in the lane by Jolly, and they're going to call a foul. Who's that, Robertson? I think it is. First on Joey.
Jolly kind of got trapped. He had no chance to get that shot off. He's very lucky the referee bailed him out with a personal foul call because I thought he was in trouble.
5th team foul on the Warriors, both teams now with 5 each. Free throw up and good. Jolly with his first points of the night.
We look at the replay, Mike. You look in there, and he's in big trouble at that point, so he just threw it up there.
Yep.
And I don't think that if they called it on Robertson, they shouldn't have, because it looked like the foul was maybe on Dunkley.
Well, they actually did call it on Dunkley, so my bad on that one. Yep. I think Robertson thought it was on him because he started to complain to the official, but then they put 23, not 33, up on the board. Back in the game, Meacham into the forecourt. Dump it on the wing to Warner. Warner looking for a little bit of help. Straight away, Barney. Round the horn they go. Nice step quick, glide off the glass. Too hard, no good. Rebound hauled in by Sampson. And out the other end, ball comes loose. Maintaining possession, though, are the Thunder. And got a little foul on the floor. No shot, said the official. And the foul's going to be charged to, who was it, Gareth?
Should be on Dalton.
Dalton. Well, actually,
they gave it to Boone.
Yep, they did.
And Keegan Munson just got his first bucket, Mike.
Well, there you go. Keegan averaging about 6-7 points a game now with 2 points. 5 minutes to go in the half, 27-15. The Thunder maintaining a double-digit lead. Joey Robertson on the wing. Swings it cross court over to Warner. Back out, deep three. Short this time off the rim and out of bounds. Getting a hand on it was Munson, but unable to hold on. And we're kind of seeing, and now I see Meacham go back to the bench. And he's straight on, but like the last game, he's either a little short or a little long. It's just not quite got the shot.
Now, we saw him hit 5 threes in a game a couple of weeks ago, and you know he can shoot. It's a matter of finding it.
Warner gets it out now to Ahi. Straight up top, Barney. Barney looking down the barrel. Great defense right now by Reggie Newby. And a reach, no foul, said the official. In the corner, the big guy, an air ball on the baseline. Long pass down, and they traveled. Too bad. He got so excited, looked up, and there was the rim. He got, I'm going to dunk this.
And he did.
Right after 4 steps.
Watch it right here on the replay, Mike. You see him catch it, and then he's kind of pacing himself
1, 2, 3. Okay,
4.
Only
he took 4 instead of 3.
The other end, a little spinner in the lane, no good. And a rebound taken down by Desert Hills. They continue with a big lead with 4:10 to go here in the first half of action. Alex Sampson on the wing gets it straight away to Lindstrom. Lindstrom to the angle, back to Lindstrom up top. Looks inside, and Fid comes to Sampson midway of the corner. High post, nice feed down to Munson. Munson reverse it up and in.
Yeah, didn't rush it. It seemed like Joey's rushed it the last 2 times on offense. Munson just took his time, went on the reverse layup, knocked it off the glass. That's something every basketball player should have in their arsenal.
All right, full timeout. We'll take it with 3:48 to go in the first half. One loss. Scoreboard again shows that 29-15 Thunder back in one.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens. Testing. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
Certainly appreciate all of our great sponsors, and we sure like our triple presentation once again, of course, on 97.7 ESPN. We also got you covered on local TV as well. Great job here by the crew. And you can go to Sports Radio 977 and pick it up on the internet as well. So lots of ways to enjoy.
And I'm tweeting it too, Mike.
Well, there you go.
Tweeting the scores out as well.
Mr. Tweet's got her going on up here. 3:40 to go in the first half. Looking inside, Dunkley brings it back out high. And finally outside, Chance Barney. Barney straight away on the right wing. Now Lincoln Pilatus is in the game. Pilatus swings cross court. High post. They give it to Robertson. To Barney. Round the horn. Open look at a three from the wing. Up and good. Nice shot. That is the first bucket of the night by Joseph Ahi.
Yeah, good look, good ball movement, and really just lots of time to deliver that.
29-18. 3:07 to go now here in the first half of action. Thornton with the ball. Gives it up out high to Holmes. Holmes straight away. Mishandled the ball. Might have been a carry. Didn't get called, however.
So might have been. It was.
Well, it wasn't because the whistle didn't blow. A nice little behind-the-back dribble spin. Couple of steps too many, and they got him for the travel. He's kind of an exciting kid to watch, though, isn't he, that Lindstrom?
Yeah, Trevor Lindstrom's, again, he's been consistent. Actually been, it's funny, I was singing his praises for being Mr. Consistent. Hadn't really done much today. Hasn't been very consistent so far in this game.
Yeah, he's got one triple for three in the ballgame. He now goes to the bench. Lincoln Pilatus says, I'll take it into the forecourt. Goes to big Joey Robertson on the wing left side. Robertson across the lane, kicks it across court. In the corner now to Warner. Cole brings it out, gets it right back, lines up a triple. Got it!
Yeah, starting to get their legs under him and hitting those open threes. And, Snow Canyon in the first quarter wasn't hitting those.
5 3-pointers in the game. And that's the second by Cole Warner. He has 6 in the game. The lead down to 8. But, this would be the perfect time for the Warriors to make that little run. They've been behind double digits most of the half. They're under that right now. If they can keep it. Ball is stolen away. And layup and good. Boy, he being Judkins, just stole it away, laid it up and in.
Yeah, that's embarrassing if you're a ball handler. You never want to give them free points like that.
And a trip and down goes. No harm, said the official. Get it in on the drive. Step up. 16-footer from the wing. No good. Air ball taken down into the arms of Lincoln Pilatus. And the Warriors go the other way. Under 2 to go here in the first half. Still now a 10-point game. And 3-point across and off. Battle underneath. Taken away by Thornton.
Good board with a lot of pressure on him, Mike.
Peyton Holmes now into the forecourt. Veers right, back to Thornton. Thornton looking underneath, can't find anybody. To Judkins, down the wing, straight away, little drive. Nice backdoor feed. That was a hammer dunk, count it.
Yeah, Joey came over because the dribbler penetration got free. He had to come help, and that left Munson all alone.
Boy, Munson went up and rocked it down strong. 33-21, coming up on a minute to go. Little jumper. Nice job to the left hand. Barney, first bucket of the night. The lead back to 10. Under a minute to go in the half. Drive, hang, double step. Oh, scoop it up. I think he faked out the official. He didn't dare blow the whistle. Peyton Holmes with the bucket. He looked at the official. The official looked at him, and on we go.
Keep playing, he said.
Yep. Nearly stolen away, and now grabbing the ball. Judkins, but he was actually laying on the sideline when he got a hold of it.
There was another good steal, but when he went down to grab the ball, he was laying on that sideline.
Deceptively quick and a very young kid, but
what a bonus though! If you those are free points when you get a guy to steal. What's on the replay? Watch his hand. Boom! Get that hand in there. He's not reaching. I mean, he is reaching, but he's not reaching foul.
Not foul. I agree. Took it away from Pilatus, but he turns it right back. 29 seconds to go. Meacham out high. Got to get rid of the ball. Does just before a 5 count. Up to Barney. Barney swings it way outside. as the Warriors try to reset. In the corner, Warner.
Trying to feed the big dog here in the closing seconds.
13 seconds. We should see him start to move now. Barney goes right, left. Ball is tipped, nearly taken away. Now it is taken away. And with 5 seconds, we may get a desperation shot. We do at the buzzer, and it nearly went down like the last one at the buzzer. But a good first half, for Desert Hills, Andy, as they saw Snow Canyon make a couple of little mini runs, but they push it back to double digits.
Yeah, props to Snow Canyon for hanging in there, Mike, because it was up at 14. I think it even got to 15 at one point.
Yep.
Snow Canyon was able to go on a 6-0 run and at least make a game of it. But, again, they're going to need a good third quarter if they're going to have any chance.
All right, we'll take the halftime break. 90-second break coming up at the half on the one-loss scoreboard. Desert Hills leads at 35-23 back in 90.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun's gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
And we welcome you back once again to the Thunderdome. And right now, the Thunder are getting the job done. Welcome, Mike McGarry along with Andy Griffin tonight here in the Dome with our halftime brought to you by InfoWest. They've got you covered. After all, they are the internet people in the area. For more details, you'll find them online at InfoWest.com. Well, Desert Hills jumped out in that opening half, and they went long ball. In fact, 4 of the first 5 buckets, believe it or not, were from 3 range. And they really got that. They jumped out to a 10-point lead at the first quarter. Again, we talked about the fact that Snow Canyon made a couple little mini runs in there, but as it ended up a 12-point lead here for the Thunder at the half.
On our Hearst Ace Hardware scoreboard, of course, you just mentioned DH up by 12 over SC. Dixie going out to the H-Town and getting the job done in the first half. The Flyers lead the Hurricane Tigers at the intermission 30-17.
Ooh.
Isaac Finlinson off the bench with 8 points. Nick Roundy with 7. Matthew Myers leads Hurricane with 6. But again, at the half, Dixie with a 13-point lead at Hurricane. I didn't see that coming. Dixie's a good team, but I thought Hurricane at home would, at least be in the game. Right now, they're not.
It's kind of interesting to see and to watch as we go throughout the year here. What kind of motivates these players? Apparently, Dixie's a little motivated tonight, as are these Thunder of Desert Hills. All right, here at the half again, it's a 12-point lead. Going to take a quick update. Here is our stat line brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting and Special Gifts. Wilkinson's Lighting, thank you. Leading scorer for actually either team tonight is Carson Thornton. Thornton has 2 deep threes and a 2-point layup for 8 points in the first half. 6 to both Peyton Holmes on 3 buckets. Keegan Munson on 3. One of them was a pretty good, healthy hammer dunk. Followed by Mason Chase with 5, a triple and 2 free throws. And 5 points to the sophomore, Justin Judkins. And he's playing by far and away the best game I've seen him play this year. A couple of steals. He's playing strong. He has 5 points in the game. A deep three, Lindstrom for 3. 1 point, Spencer Jolly, 1 for 1 from the line. And that is it. Interestingly enough, there's only been 3 free throws in the entire first half. All 3 by Desert Hills. And all 3 are good. They go 3 for 3. Quick scoring rundown for the Snow Canyon Warriors. Leading is Joey Robertson. Robertson didn't start tonight for whatever reason. They brought in Boom Dalton 3 minutes into the game. Joey Robertson came in, and frankly, that second portion of the first quarter belonged to Joey Robertson. He scored all 7 of his points, but he's disappeared since then. He only has 7 in the game. 5 to Jacob Dunkley. 6, Cole Warner, 2 deep threes. A 3-pointer by Joseph Ahi, and Chance Barney with 1 bucket for 2 points. No free throws attempts, or obviously none made by Snow Canyon, but they have hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also for Desert Hills.
You know, and Joey coming in, I know Coach was trying to shake things up a little bit, and you could look at it 2 ways. Number one, he made a huge mistake and should have started Joey, and they would have been closer in the game. Or number 2, this is exactly what Joey needed, because he came in on fire, scored 7 quick points. He went on a personal 7-4 run over Desert Hills and made it a 15-7 game at the time. Unfortunately, he kind of ran out of gas a little bit. I thought they did a lousy job of getting him the ball, too, for about an 8-minute stretch there. But, 7 quick points for Joey in. Those 7 points were in less than 3 minutes.
Wow. No, you're right. He came in and absolutely took over. However, they're going to need a lot more of that, plus other good play in order to come back in this one, as the Snow Canyon Warriors have been struggling from behind here. Do we have halftime? Do you know if we have our plays, our high point tonight?
We have highlights tonight?
Have highlights? All right, let's go to our highlights. There was Licking. And that's where they went deep ball in that first quarter as they got it going. Here we go from the wing. There's Lindstrom with his only bucket of the night. But again, you can see they're shooting well. Let me do it again, he says. We'll shoot from this side. Just good shooting by the Desert Hills Thunder. Nice. Oh, that was that roll down the lane by Holmes.
Yep.
Jumper off the mark by Holmes. Yep. They're just playing well. There's Robertson. That's probably his best move. Could have hammered. He thought, I just better make sure that puppy goes in.
And then Thornton, he had to hook that over the big guy. And then Cole Warner getting in the act a little bit with the deep ball.
Yeah, Warner hit 2 deep threes. And look at that one. That was at the end of the first quarter. That came from very deep. Open look down the lane. You can see that there's some really good shooting on both of these teams. And I know those folks listening on radio don't see it. Nice shot by Dunkley on his 3. And then the big guy inside. So pretty good ball movement. Again, we're seeing some good shooting. Both teams can go outside. There's the second triple up and good by Cole Warner.
And there's the coach's boy.
That was so good. That kid, he went hard to the hole. He had 5 points. Here it is. Hammer dunk. Down it goes by Keegan Munson.
I'm actually looking over there trying to remember Judkins' kid's first name. Is it Justin?
Justin.
Justin Judkins.
All right. Appreciate the guys in the truck. Thank you so much for our highlights in the first half. Again, let's take another 90-second break. We'll come back, set up half number 2, see if we have any other updated scores from around the region. On the one-loss scoreboard at the half, 35-23 in favor of Desert Hills. Second half coming up in 90.
Responsible ourselves for our minds.
True, right? But that's
we can't palm it off on being unwitting dupes and just say, oh well, it doesn't count because I got played.
Well, we have some unwitting dupes, Jennifer.
We do, but you can't say because we got played by the Russians that we have to redo the election.
There is a place where rocks bleed, and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny, and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents, and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience, mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Hi, we welcome you back here. We are just about a minute away from the tip-off here in the second half. Again, it's a 12-point lead for Desert Hills. They lead it 35-23. Dixie with a 13-point lead over the Hurricane Tigers out there in H-Town. And so far, nothing yet on the Pineview game, huh?
Still trying to track that one down. Pineview at home taking on the Canyon View Falcons.
And that obviously would have a big impact on all these other scores. Pineview leading the pack 3-0, but number 2 at 3-1 are the Falcons. So, well, interesting first half, and obviously a key here in the half number 2, Andy, has got to be Snow Canyon has got to get more consistent play in the paint. I mean, Joey Robertson had that 3-minute stretch. Outside of that, he's scoreless, and Boone Dalton, who's been in, also scoreless from that position.
Yeah, it's hard to win when you don't get anything from your post. And even Desert Hills, although Munson's young, he's already got a couple of buckets and really been a factor inside.
All right, here we go. Second half of action. We are underway. And Thunder with the ball and the lead. They go up to the top of the key. Thornton round bounce it down low to Jolly. Jolly spins, tries to get away, can't do it. Good defense that time. Nice job by Joey Robertson. Held him out. They'll reset. Lindstrom with the ball straight away to Thornton. Looking down. Now they go underneath to Spencer Jolly. Swing back out. High Chase. Chase drives. Hang to the right hand. Lay it up and in.
Maybe got away with a little shuffle, but a great move and a good touch from about 8 feet out, one-handed.
And that's a good start. You got the lead. You got a little momentum. Now you say we want to keep that momentum as you get the first bucket here in the second half. Snow Canyon now down 14 with the ball. They go to the high post. Robertson hands it up. That was Dunkley. Give it back. He has it in the corner. 3-ball out of the corner. Too short, no good. Rebound battle for it. Taken away. Here come the Thunder. All the way down goes Chase to the baseline. Spins, traveled. They got him. He turned inside and he bumped and
he ran into Joey Robertson.
Yeah, he ran into a tree down there, didn't he? Kind of knocked him backwards. Meacham with the ball. Meacham again has not scored. Tries all the way to the hole. Now it's a turn. Kick it back out to Robertson. Back to Meacham. Down low on the baseline. Dunkley. Back to Dunkley in the corner. Wanted to go over top. Good job that time by the defense to close quickly. Now they get it inside to Robertson. They double team him. That means somebody's open and he throws it into backcourt.
Well,
good intention.
Two problems there. First of all, Joey waited. We got the ball. He waited for the double team to come. Well, that's okay if you know where your other guys are because someone is going to be open. You're right, Mike. But then he just threw a bad pass because he didn't know where his other guys were. And so, in my mind, you take that ball. As soon as you catch it, you go to the hole and quit fooling around and waiting for the double team to come.
Trevin Lindstrom with the ball into the forecourt. Give it up on the wing to Chase. Chase back straight away. Judkins getting a start here in the second half and deserves that. He has the ball in the angle left around the high screen. Kick it out, drive, hang, bounce to Jolly on the line, lay it up and in.
Yeah, Jolly's not going to dunk it, but he will hit an open layup. And that time again, Robertson forced to help out with a dribbler. Left Jolly open for two.
And the lead's up to 16. Bad pass as diving for it was Jacob Dunkley, but it actually hit the official. But obviously the rules are the official's part of the court unless he's out of bounds, and he's a part of the out of bounds because that's where he was. 5:44 to go, quarter three. Nice bounce pass, baseline, stepping out of bounds that time. Mason Chase may have felt like he was bumped, but didn't get the call. 39-23, Desert Hills up big here.
Got a Hearst Ace Hardware update from Pineview. Pineview leads Canyon View by 1 point late third quarter, 40-39 Panthers over the Falcons. Got a good one going on there.
Wow, that's kind of what we expected, isn't it? The way those two teams are playing right now. Yep. Boom Thornton across to Meacham. Meacham back to Thornton. Dalton, excuse me, Thank you. Dalton holds on, sets the screen. Had the opportunity there.
Why didn't he shoot
Dunkley.
that, Mike?
Yeah, he just brought it back. Little step up, shot is up and good. Cole Warner now with 8 points in the game. First bucket of the second half by Snow Canyon.
They needed that.
Yep, all the way to the hole. Collision, no harm, no foul, said the officials. Play on. Rebound taken down. Chance Barney. Barney double team. Gets it on the angle now. Wide open look. The three will not go down. Warner with the rebound. Put it up and count it +1.
Well, good effort by Warner, but I want to go back to that three. Meacham seems to be suffering a confidence crisis, Mike, because it's like you said, his shots are all straight.
Yeah.
He's doing everything right, but he can't find the distance.
Yeah,
and we've seen, three of them in this game where it should have gone in. He was open.
All right, timeout on the court. It's a full break, and we'll take it with it. 4:46 to go on the one-loss scoreboard. 39-27 in favor of Desert Hills. We'll be back in a minute.
Okay, we are inviting you to join us for Talking Point Live.
Coming to you, not necessarily live, but tape delayed on the Community Education Channel at 9:30, 12:30, and 4:30 daily, from what I understand. But you can also pick it up on our Facebook page at facebook.com/talkingpointlive.
And respond to us, right?
Please,
on
let
Facebook.
us know, because it's important to understand not only how our conversation is going, but maybe how is it affecting you at home as well, right? Eric Young,
Jennifer Kohler.
Talking Point Live. We'll see you.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
Hey, got a good look at the Thunder bench over there as we get set for the second half of the third quarter. And it'll be Snow Canyon's Cole Warner at the line. This will be the first free throw of the night for Snow Canyon. And Warner steps up and buries it. Got the bucket, got the free throw, and it's a 11-point lead, 39-28.
Quick 5-0 run, and again, Warriors needed it.
They'd like another 5-0 run to really get them back into the game. Angle right. Nowhere to go. They go up top. Once again in the game again is Reggie Newby. Now it's taken away. Give it ahead and missing the layup. I think hearing the footsteps was Cole Warner, and he just blew the puppy.
Footsteps of Carson Thornton, who hustled back. He had the turnover, but he made up for it by going hard at the hole and forcing the miss.
Boy, sophomore started down. Judkins now he gets it back out high straight away on the angle near side is Thornton. The young guy drives in. Nice feed down low. Jolly can't get it to fall. Battle for the rebound. Should have a jump ball, and we do.
Bodies flying everywhere. Love the effort, though. Both teams. Guys going hard after the ball. Dalton and Jolly, a couple of blue-collar guys.
Yep.
Although, not sure about the blue-collar hair by Mr. Dalton.
That's definitely white-collar there.
It used to be silver. I think he went a lighter shade now. It's kind of white now.
Yeah, you're right on that one. Several substitutions, both teams. As into the game now comes Ahi. Dunkley sits down for the Warriors.
One of the Desert Hills student section just now said, hey, nice hair. Dalton turned around and said, thanks. I think they were being sarcastic, but still.
That's okay. I'd pretend like they weren't. What the heck? Setting the screen back is Warner. Warner drives, now kicks cross court. Boy, again, an open shot, but he won't take it. Warner will, and it bounces out of there. No good. Rebound to the Thunder.
Yeah, that's a shot you want Meacham to take.
Yeah.
And shooter's just got to keep shooting. You know he can hit it.
Nice drive, but he got bumped. I think he traveled. No, they're going to call a foul.
I think the bump caused the travel,
Yep.
Mike.
That foul's going to go on Dalton.
Kelly Holman down there.
So Boone Dalton gets his third foul. Both teams with one team here in the second half. You know, it's been a quick-moving game, a relatively clean game. Not a lot of fouls, not a lot of free throws. Had some pretty good action. Unfortunately, most of the scoring right now for the Warriors belongs to the opposition. Swing it out. Newby scoop his shot. To the big guy. He turns, kicks it out high. Three ball is an air ball. Last touch, they said, by Newby, out of bounds. Warrior basketball. Again, we'll be naming a that striking player of the game in our post game tonight. Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. And there's a steal as we get back to live action. And missing the shot was Sampson. Knocked out of bounds.
We've seen 3 missed layups in the last 60 seconds. And that's why these teams have been inconsistent this year.
Yeah,
you can't keep missing them.
Who do they think they are? The Jazz? Oh, sorry. No, Jazz been playing a lot better as of late.
4 in a row, Mike.
They have, absolutely. 39-28, under 3 to go here in the third quarter. And I did want to mention also the Jimmy John Super sub of the game. Ball is slapped at, knocked away, but it's loose, picked up by Robertson in the corner. Cross-court pass. Straight away, driving is Warner. Warner can't get the shot off. Hands to Barney. Barney into the lane. They got a foul before any kind of a shot. And as usual,
Joseph Ahi says, come on, that's 2 now.
That's right.
Maybe he just shoots better after the whistle.
Maybe that. Reggie Newby gets his first personal, second team foul. It'll be out of bounds. They key it in underneath the baseline out to Cole Warner. Warner goes all the way to the hole, put it up and in. Good drive by Cole Warner. He has all 7 points that the Warriors have here in the second half. Inside, they go to the big guy, knocked away, and last touch by who? They say the Warriors. Diving in there was Joseph Ahi. Got a hand on it. He was tripped and went down, but it went off his hand and out of bounds.
We're in the midst of a 7-0 Snow Canyon run right now. They're climbing back into it, Mike.
Yep, down 9, 39-30 with 2:15 to go. And now an offensive set is going to go against Munson, his first personal.
Yeah, that's tough. That's that new rule, not new rule, new enforcement this year.
Yeah.
They're just trying to make sure that guys aren't moving when they set screens.
All right, ball comes in backcourt.
By the way, Hurricane making a run. They cut it to 1 against Dixie after being down 13 at the half.
Yeah, they like playing in the Tiger Den, huh?
I think the 13-2 run or something like that.
Meacham on the baseline, cross-court pass, faking it. 3 ball, no good. His own rebound. Trying to put it up, blocked by Keegan. Blocked again. Back-to-back blocks by the young guy. But the Warriors get the ball. And here, let's see if we can do 3. Drive, hang, double team. No! Finally, Robertson wins that one.
That's experience versus athleticism right there. And that time, experience wins.
Wow, 39-32. Lead is 7. Warriors getting back in this one. Looking over top. Nice job underneath, laying it up and in Munson. He's got 8 points in the game.
And that time, athleticism beat experience.
Amen on that one. Drive to the far side, Barney. Barney starts to back it out. Gets it down low. Swing pass. Back underneath, stolen away. Again, a pass at the feet never works. Drive, hang, block, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Lindstrom. That's 3 on Trevin Lindstrom.
Little soft 5-footer. Just pull up and hit the little soft shot, and you got an easy 2 points. But instead, he kept going all the way to the rack and got called for the personal. Here it is right here on the replay. Hair flopping. He goes in hard. Rocky Mountain collision charge block. It probably could have called a block on that one.
Got a complete thumbs down, though, from the student body down below us here.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. That is the Desert Hill student body. And right now, we have 1 minute to go here in the quarter. 41-32, a 9-point lead. Dunkley on the wing. Excuse me, that was Ahi to Dunkley. To Barney. Barney straight away, looking down the barrel. Crossover dribble, can't get it away. Comes out to Meacham. Meacham around a high screen. Looked inside, nobody there. Fake, step, drive, hang, scoop. Good! Nice shot by
Joe Ahi.
Joe Ahi. That's his second bucket of the night. And at the other end, shot up off, missed. as Munson got in the lane, but good defense that time by Dalton, and he kind of forced him out a little further, and he missed the bucket.
It's an 11-2 run. They were down 16. Now it's a 7-point game.
14 seconds. It's like Snow Canyon is going to hold for a final shot. Meacham starts to drive. Gives it up now to Barney. Barney inside kick out, baseline jumper, crossing off, no good. And the shot is after the buzzer, won't count. All right, a mini run, but they're going to have at least one more big run if they hope they, being the Warriors, to get back in it. At the end of 3, 41-34, we'll be back in a minute.
There is a place where the desert comes alive, where rain breaks forth from solid stone and gardens spring from blistered rock. There is a place with enough color to make a rainbow jealous, where boulders are bigger than buildings and cliffs are higher than clouds. There is a place that will straighten your step, tighten your grip, widen your eyes, and open your jaw. There is a place.
All right, another 8 minutes up on the clock. Welcome back as we head to the fourth quarter. Still a pretty good lead, but Snow Canyon made a big dent, as Andy mentioned, with that big run there in the third quarter.
Yeah, 11-2 run. Got him in the game. Now they got to make, like you said, right, as we went to break, need one more of those if you're going to have a chance to win this game.
All right, but right now the ball belongs to the Thunder. Angle left is Holmes. Holmes straight away, wide open look, three-pointer. Wow, big hit. That is Trey Rockhill's first bucket of the night.
Yeah,
that may have been a dagger.
He's not shy, is he? He just came out there, I'm going to shoot this ball, and buried it.
Right back to a double-digit lead at 10 now. And the ball is knocked away, punched into the backcourt. Driving on the ball, and it's picked back up. 2-1 break. They give it Dalton right back to the hole, off the glass and down. Jacob Dunkley will get the and one.
Yeah, that was kind of a disjointed fast break, but it worked out. Dalton gets it, gives it right back to him. A lot of contact there. Got him on the hand, got him on the thigh, got the basket to go. Now we've got a chance for a 7-point game again.
And that's the fourth personal on Mason Chase. So let's see if he plays a little extra careful. They're going to leave him in at least for right now. So Dunkley with the bucket, trying to get the free throw. Won't. Short off the front of the rim. Rebound, mishandled, but finally picked up by the Thunder.
I think that's the first missed free throw tonight. There haven't been very many, but they've all gone in, I think, right?
Well, that's a 1 out of 2 now for Snow Canyon. Jumper, three ball, no, tipped up and out. It's going to belong to the Warriors. So Snow Canyon trying to hang tough. They trail by 8, 44-36, and they've got the ball back. Looking for help. Finally on the wing near side, Barney. Barney still in the back court. Gets bumped, nearly knocked away, but he maintains possession, beats the clock into the forecourt, finds Ahi. Ahi up high. Look, goes underneath, bad pass behind, but Snow Canyon comes up with a blocking foul. And I believe that's going to be charged to Munson.
Boy, if Dalton could have gotten rid of that one.
Not Munson, excuse me.
He had Ahi wide open if he could somehow get rid of that ball. If you'll watch here on the replay, folks, if you look over there, no, it's Meacham who's wide open under the basket all by himself.
Yeah.
Somehow, if he could get rid of that thing, it's an easy layup.
By the way, the foul was whistled on Reggie Newby, his second, and they did take Mason Chase out of the game, by the way, with those 4 fouls. 6:39 to go. They go inside to Boom. Dalton turns, can't get it, kicks it out. Meacham drives to the corner.
Your shooter doesn't want to shoot, Mike, and that really hurts you. Meacham keeps getting open looks and not taking them now.
In the olden days, he'd have just stepped up and fired that one. On the wing, he'll shoot it. 3-ball off the back of the rim. Run down, however, by Barney in the corner. So the Warriors maintain possession. Back to Meacham. Now to Warner. Warner to Meacham. Meacham straight away. 6 minutes to go in the game. 8-point lead. Desert Hills. Cole Warner thought about it, looked for the screen, got it, steps in, kick it in the corner, wide open look. It's on the way, and it's good from the corner. Ahi makes it a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, good look, and we've got ourselves a game now. They need to play some defense. And they're making this run, by the way, with Robertson on the bench.
Right. Up high, straight away, Thornton. Thornton rolls to his right, finds a crease down the lane, forced the shot. No, Boom Dalton with a rebound. Here come the Warriors, a chance to cut it down below 5. In the corner, can he do it back-to-back? No, off the rim, battle for the rebound. Taken away, shot blocked out of bounds. Good hustle in there by Barney, but as Barney tried to put it back up on the rebound, he was blocked away and out of bounds.
Look at that 3 try, though. They had Ahi in the same spot. He just hit one, but they made a bad pass. He had to kind of lean over and reach and grab it. If they make a good pass on that one, I'm confident he hits that.
Joey Robertson back into the game, and a 2-pointer. Cole Warner from the corner, up and good. 44-41.
About 15 foot out and wide open, and he swished it, and we got a game.
Ooh, and there's a foul. And not too happy, but I heard it up here. The foul's going to be whistled on Cole Warner. Is that a 3? It is.
Yeah. He comes out really hard. Thornton's the shooter. Says, I'm going to get a piece of that one. Got the ball first, but followed through right on his head.
Hit him on the head, and that was the foul. He says, I hit the ball, and he's right.
He did hit the ball.
But he followed through and smacked him in the face. So here comes 3 free throws, and stepping up there confidently is Thornton. He puts it in.
That could be, Mike, our AWP Playmaker play of the game.
I agree.
And it's a referee call, but this might be the swing play that wins the game for Desert Hills.
Wow, Carson Thornton has hit back-to-back. He now has 10 points in the game, and it's a 5-point lead. He can make it 6 here with 5:10 to go in this half, or in the ball game. One more coming up. They brought Boom Dalton back in, so they got the big guys in. Didn't matter because Thornton hit 3 in a row.
Great free throw shooting.
Chance Barney into the forecourt. Goes right to the top of the key. Sidestep. Can't get the shot. Bounce it on the wing to Warner. Cole looking underneath. No. Finds Meacham. Meacham backs it out. He's the point guard, but he's not the shooting guard. That's for sure. Nice move by Warner. Skip pass to Meacham. Back out. Get it to Robertson. Around it comes. 3-ball. Got it. Up and in. Cole Warner. And the Warriors hanging around.
They're shooting so much better here in the second half. That's because they're making that one extra pass and getting guys open.
Right down the lane. They kind of let him go. Battle for it, but the rebound. Inside steps. Munson. Take it down. Put it up and in.
Did you see how high he was? He was above everyone else to get that board.
Lead is 5 with 4:20 to go in the game. Ball stolen away. Good hustle this time by Lindstrom. He goes all the way down, lay it up and in.
Yeah, Alex Sampson got the bucket, but that's the hustle by Lindstrom. You mentioned it, and that'll prompt the timeout.
Wow, it's now a 7-point game. You know, the Warriors got that little run they needed. Have they run out of gas? I don't know. 51-44, and it'll be out of bounds to Desert Hills. Been a good one here at the Dome, Desert Hills High School. But it's been Desert Hills with the lead the entire night. Warriors have climbed to within 3 a couple of times here in this quarter. Cross-court pass, Sampson in the lane, turn, kick out. 3-ball from the wing. What a solid shot, and a big one there by Mason Chase. And that's enough to call the timeout.
Yeah, huge momentum swing there. That foul on the 3-pointer, and then the layup and the steal, and the layup and the steal. Now a 3 by Mason Chase. Do have a scoreboard update for you from Pineview. The Panthers, with 33 seconds left, lead Canyon View 56-53.
Wow.
That one coming right down to it. Our update's brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. And I'll bet you if I go to Twitter right now, I can find a Dixie update as well. There it is, 46-43. Hurricane ahead of Dixie with 2 minutes left. Wow.
Hey, talk about what a night in Region 9, huh? We got 3 good games. This one has obviously a 10-point lead, but it has been good here in the second half as the Warriors have certainly made a run. But you got their hands full, down 10 with just under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, Mike, it was just 47-44. I mean, That turnaround was startling almost.
Huge. 7-0 run by Desert Hills. They lead it. Warriors now have the ball and full court, half-court trap actually right now by Desert Hills as they still Cole Warner in the backcourt looks to get it in, dumps it in the front. Now the ball hit the sideline, but it was actually touched by Lindstrom.
Yep.
So it'll be out of bounds to the Snow Canyon Warriors.
There's enough time. I know it's a 10-point game, but there's enough time if you run your offense and make that extra pass. You get a couple of threes and you're back in this thing.
Yep.
Snow Canyon, they can't rush it on offense. You got to do it right.
Bring it into Warner. Warner, top of the key, hands to Barney. Barney, right wing. Drive, hang, kick back. Nobody sees looking at the bucket.
No.
And right now the guy with Robertson is 20 feet away from the bucket. You don't want him looking at it from that far out. Gets it on the wing, steps into the lane, around his man, off the glass, too hard, no good. As Boom gets it, and Dalton puts it in for his first bucket.
Yeah, I don't think he's even shot in this game. That's his first shot attempt, and he hit it.
54-46, 3:05 remaining in the ball game. As the Warriors trail, Desert Hills with the lead and the basketball. Looking back on the wing, far side, Chase. Chase around Dalton. Gets away to the base. They double team him, but right in front, Jolly can't get it to go down. He gets his own rebound, and he turns, and he's fouled. And I think they're going to get Robertson with the foul. Nope. They're going to get Cole Warner.
Well, I was about to say, Mike, Robertson didn't foul.
Yeah.
So if there's a foul, it's got to be on someone else. See Robertson right there. He's just straight up. Didn't look like Warner fouled him either.
I didn't see that either. But free throw, by the way, up and good by Jolly. And one of the keys in tonight's game is going to be free throw shooting. Not a lot, but Desert Hills has hit everything they put up. So it's working for them.
You can't
tonight.
do better than 100%.
Yep, there's another one. Jolly has 3. Thornton has 3. And that's it. No, Mason Chase with 2. 8 for 8 from the line tonight. Splitting the defense. Nice feed off. Second bucket in a row. Up and good. Boom Dalton. But boy, that was made possible by a beautiful interior pass.
Yeah.
56-48.
Cole Warner with the kind of dribbling exhibition.
Inside kick out. Can Jolly shoot a 3? Well, it's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound taken in by Barney. Barney works past the double team. Flies in. Collision. And they're going to call him for the foul.
And offensive foul on the pass off. That surprised me.
Yeah, but again, I think that his momentum was all going in. And from my perspective, Andy, I thought he had time to try to avoid that. He dumped it off, but he didn't try to stop. Here's the replay. Look at him going in. Just kept right on rolling. And too bad he had a wide open shot from the wing. We have a break. We'll take just a 30-second break. It is now 56-48. Desert Hills with a lead. We're back in 30.
There is a place where rocks bleed and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny and a tiny wooden T holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
Once again, we certainly appreciate CEC TV. Good job as always. And be sure and join us in our post game on TV. We'll have a look at some of the key plays in tonight's game.
Got a final for you from Pineview, Mike. Panthers win it 60-53. So they score, I think it was like 8 of the last 10 points or something.
Wow.
And beat Canyon. So Pineview now 4-0 in region play. They are in first place.
Wow, Canyon drops now to 3-2. Will depend on these other games to see where they end up. We have 2:12 to go in this one. It's an 8-point lead for Desert Hills. They've got the ball in that lead. Lindstrom drives. Underneath they go, kick it back out from the wing right side. Hello, Thornton with a triple.
I'd say if there's one guy on Desert Hills you can't leave open, it's number 24. You just can't. He'll hit it every time.
That's his third triple of the ball game. 59-48, and we're under 2 minutes to go. There's an over the back, not called, but the ball is saved by Snow Canyon. Cole Warner with the ball. Give it up on the wing to Dunkley. Down underneath. Warner tries to drive, force it. No good. Rebound, battle for. And what are we going to get? A jump ball? We do.
That'll go back to the Warriors. And maybe you could have made a case for an over the back on Dalton on that one. But
Well, Munson was thinking that's what the call was going to be. He was a little shell shocked, but it also belongs to Snow Canyon on the alternate possession.
Well, they got to play perfect basketball for the next 90 seconds if they're going to have any chance here, Mike, because they're down by 11. That three was really, I wrote it in my book, dagger by Thornton.
Yeah, amen on that. Ball goes inside, comes loose, and it comes off of Snow Canyon. No, it goes off. They say, Mason Chase turned around like, no, but that's what the call was. Inside, now they kick it out to do Dunkley. Dunkley inside, Robertson leans in, is going to be blocked. That's a pretty good battle now, Robertson and Munson. Munson's winning it offensively, however.
The only regret I have is that Robertson's a senior, Munson's only a sophomore. We won't get to see it for a couple of more years.
That's right.
Munson, a great, talented young man, though.
Absolutely, absolutely. His second foul, 59-48. Joey Robertson to the free throw line, misses. And after being perfect, both teams all the way through, that is the second miss by Snow Canyon, and they just simply can't afford to do it.
Good experience move by Robertson. You saw in the replay and really forced the official to make the foul call.
And he missed them both as it bounces around. Rebound underneath, taken down by Carson Thornton. So the lights beginning to go out for the Snow Canyon Warriors. They trail by 11 with 1:05 to go. And Desert Hills with the ball. They triple team, knock the ball away, but it goes out of bounds. Good hands by Chance Barney.
By the way, Dixie takes the lead with 6 seconds to go against Hurricane. Can the Tigers get the winner?
Wow.
3 at the buzzer, no good, and Dixie's going to come away with the road victory.
Wow. Great couple of games. Plenty of pressure, but right now, unable to get the ball away. Drive, triple teamed on the baseline, and we got a timeout. Coach Turley was running out onto the court. Timeout. Saved it, kept the ball in his possession. Take a quick 30-second break again as we wind it down. The final 48 seconds. An 11-point lead for Desert Hills. We'll have the final coming up in 30 seconds.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Hi, we welcome you back right up there on the one-loss scoreboard. We see also it's 11-point lead, but only 48 seconds remaining in the game, and it's going to be Desert Hills basketball. They just need to control it for about 48 seconds. Ball comes into Munson. Munson hands it back to Holmes. Holmes out high, bounce it out, and again, Warriors are just into a chase. They're going to get a foul. That will put Carson Thornton at the line. And Thornton here just a couple of months. Oh, no, that's just the 5th foul. So it's not a shooting situation yet. And by the way, he just hit 3 a few moments ago. So that would have been probably pretty much expected. Well, now there's this ball knocked back out of bounds. And the Thunder will try again. They go deep into backcourt to Holmes. Holmes is fouled. That's now the 6th foul, so no more to give. As coming out, that was Jacob Dunkley, his 3rd of the game. Now, next foul is a shooting situation. Ball is tipped and taken away. Barney with it. Gets it head in the corner. Ball is blocked, and a foul is called. And that's going to be it for Mason Chase. He got up, got a block, but he's going to go to the bench.
That's that same old follow-through thing. You got the ball first, and you feel like you should be allowed to hit the hands too, but watch him follow through, yeah, just a little too much arm there.
Yep.
A little too much arm by Chase. He didn't like the call, but he'll sit down. But you know what, Mike, with an 11-point lead in 28 seconds, probably
kind of
okay.
academic there, isn't it? All right, to the free throw line goes Joseph Ahi. And a little bit of a delay. Well, what they did was they were waiting for someone to replace Chase. Chase will end up with 10 points in the game as he goes to the bench. And a free throw's up and good by Ahi.
If you follow 4A basketball, by the way, you know that Bear River is in first place up north. Bear River getting blown out tonight by Skyview, 61-44.
Wow. With
just a couple of minutes left in that game. So a little bit of a surprise up north.
Joseph Ahi hit 2. He's coming up his 3rd free throw. It's a 9-point game. He can make it an 8, and he does. 3 in a row there by Joseph Ahi. And substitution as Dunkley will go to the bench. And back in is McKay Meacham. Trying to get it in. They finally do get it in now to Holmes. Holmes double teamed, and a foul's going to be called. I believe that's going to be on Boom Dalton. That'll be number 4 on Dalton.
Again, final scores on our Hearst Ace Hardware scoreboard. Dixie 47, Hurricane 46. That was out in Hurricane, so big win for the Flyers on the road after getting blown out in the fourth quarter by Pineview. And speaking of Pineview, the Panthers hold on at home 60-53, although it was much closer than it was a 1-point game pretty much the entire fourth quarter. But Pineview hits their free throws and wins that game by 7 over Canyon View. So your winners, Dixie and Pineview, and it looks like Desert Hills here in about 24 seconds.
Yeah, about ready to salt this one away. Free throw is up and good by Peyton Holmes. That's the first points of the second half by Holmes. He has 7 in the ball game. It is now a 9-point lead, and it could be double digits here, as they're pretty much putting the icing on the cake in this one. On the way and good again. So Holmes hits a pair. Warriors, it's desperation time. Meacham into the forecourt. Drives inside, feeds it to the base. Outside they come as Cole Warner trying to get loose. Spins, drives, hangs in the lane. Up, good. Count it and 1.
Cole Warner hasn't given up, has he, Mike?
No, he has not. Fouls, I think. Not sure if that's 42 or 24. Looks like it's 42, so it'll be 3rd on Keegan Munson. No, Warner, he says, what the heck, I'm going for the gusto. He's going to have a good scoring night. But, boy, their teammate, McKay Meacham, is absolutely, in the last 2 games we've seen, and he just disappeared. Free throw, good. So Warner doing the best of what he has. And to the bench goes Meacham. 11 seconds to go. Pretty much academic. And a reach and a foul now from behind is Dunkley. And Dunkley will pick up his 4th.
I'm not sure. I mean, you know, 10-point game, 8-point game, 7-point game, whatever, with 10 seconds left. You kind of have to just call off the dogs.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
It's worth mentioning the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is in effect as the Thunder have reached 55. And so you can go to Yogurtland right now and give yourself 5 free ounces of yogurt, courtesy of Holbrook Asphalt, the Big Score Dessert. Great sponsors here of high school sports, Holbrook Asphalt. And Mike, if you're like me, 5 ounces ain't going to be enough, but anything over 5 ounces, you got to pay for yourself.
Right, but that's a good start. And he loves the start, and then he just carries on from there. Why not? 63-54, Warner on the angle, around a screen, reverses back, now into the lane, all the way to the hole, lays it up and in at the buzzer. Good night tonight by Cole Warner, but not nearly enough. However, the final score is going to be a 7-point victory. So Desert Hills holds on for a 63-56 win over the Snow Canyon Warriors. And, you saw some good things tonight for Snow Canyon. We're going to talk about them. Let's take a 90-second break. That'll give us a chance to kind of, again, recap the night in the region. We'll add up some scores here. And we'll be bringing you the highlights here in the ball game after the break. And we'll also hand out the honors. That's all on the way. The final 63-56. Desert Hills defeats Snow Canyon. We'll be back with the postgame show in 90 seconds.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
We have to be responsible ourselves for our minds.
True, right? But that's
We can't
that's
palm
the
it
issue.
off on being unwitting dupes and just say, oh, well, it doesn't count. Because I got played.
Well, we have some unwitting dupes, Jennifer.
We do, but you can't say because we got played by the Russians that we have to redo the election.
All right, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us. Mike McGarry along with Andy Griffin tonight here inside the Thunderdome at Desert Hills High School. And Andy, it was simply a case of Snow Canyon made some good runs. They got some good play at times. But overall tonight, they just didn't have what it took to get the victory. And boy, you just got to, I'm starting to feel sorry for him before McKay Meacham. It's just not happening.
Yeah, you root for the kid. You know, he's the coach's son. Yeah, the spotlight's on him, and you feel like that he has a good shooting touch. I'd be willing to bet you, Mike, in practice, McKay Meacham probably hits 8 out of 10 three-pointers when he's open.
I would agree.
But in a game, something's going on with him. He had those 3 games in a row where he averaged 18 points a game. Since then, he's scored. Did he score tonight, Mike?
No.
He scored 2 points in 3 games after
Yeah.
scoring 52 in 3 games, the previous 3 games.
Just not getting it done. Thanks again to Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, our post-game show. Before we get into our stats and things here, maybe we can take a look at some of the highlights of the ball game here tonight. We certainly appreciate the crew once again. CEC, here we go. Drive. And, you know, again, movement without the ball. There's Jolly doing a great job.
Yeah, and you just kind of feel like Cole Warner did everything he could to keep his team in the game. You see a nice drive there,
Yeah.
left-handed finish for the lefty.
Ivy for 21 on the night. There's a nice rebound. Boy, there's a good block. That was a double block, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is experience versus athleticism right there, though. Great move by Joey Robertson on the offensive end. And then the acrobatic move by Joseph Ahi. He had a good game, too, Ahi,
He
especially
did.
the second half.
Ahi ended up with 11 points in the ball game. But again, it was just too much experience. Rock Hill got that one deep 3 in the second half. Boy, there's a nice high off the glass
Snow
by
Canyon made
Dunkley,
a
isn't
nice
it?
run. Ahi's three-pointer helped to draw them, Mike, to within 3 points at 47-44. There's a Warner from the other side. And we got ourselves a game, we thought. Unfortunately, it was pretty much all Desert Hills over the next 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And,
good ball movement again, both sides, where they moved it around.
This might be our AWP playmaker play of the game, that 3 by Mason Chase.
Really kind of ended the run there, didn't it? Yep. Little drive in, but little too late there by Boom Dalton. So
and then the dagger,
Wow.
the clincher basically by Carson Thornton from the baseline. Thanks to our friends at CEC for putting together that highlight package. Marcus and the gang always do a fantastic job.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look. I'll have it first of all.
Look at the scores first.
Let's look at the scores.
I was just working on updating my standings, but I'll let you update them as we go. Pineview wins. Pineview's still undefeated, so they're 4-0 in region play. Desert Hills with the victory. They're 3-1 tonight. Pineview won 60-53. Of course, Desert Hills here 63-56. And then Dixie with the win, a 47-46 1-point victory over the Hurricane Tigers. So Dixie also 3-1 as all the teams starting to get their buys in. And then Hurricane drops to 2-2. Also, Canyon View drops to 3-2.
Yeah.
As they have not, they're the one team that hasn't had their bye yet. They've got their bye on Friday night, and then Cedar was off tonight. They're 0-4. Snow Canyon all by themselves, unfortunately, in last place at 0-5 now.
Right, and of course, Idle tonight was Cedar. They too are still looking for their first victory in the region. Just going to double check once again. Our next TV game is Friday night. It'll be at Dixie. And that should be a good one. Desert Hills at Dixie there for the Flyers. Our other game on Friday night will be, where am I at here?
Next page.
Get to the next page there. Pineview at Hurricane. Actually, Andy and I will be out.
That'll be a good
It'll be
one,
Hurricane at Pineview.
So just real quick, look at the standings. Pineview 4-0. Dixie Desert Hills 3-1. Canyon View 3-2. Hurricane 2-2, and then the two win this team, Cedar at 0-4, Snow Canyon at 0-5. That's your Region 9 glance. Canyon View and SC still have their buys coming up.
All right, so you have a look at that. We certainly appreciate, again, everyone who makes our broadcast possible. Tell you what, let's do. Let's take a final break, and we'll say goodnight to our TV viewers. Thank you for joining us tonight. Nice job again. CEC does such a great job, and we appreciate the partnership there. And we'll wind that portion up for you radio listeners. Hang with us. We'll take a quick 60-second break, and then we'll be back. We'll wrap up our scoring. We'll hand out the honors. That'll be coming up again 1 minute. Good night on TV, radio. We're back in 60.